The buzuki, from Greece, is an instrument that you can tell simply by looking at it is much like a guitar. It has a fretboard, multiple strings, different sizes of strings, but it has a couple unusual things. For instance, though there are 8 strings, they're tuned in pairs. This pair, excuse me, this pair, this pair, and this pair. So that when you strum across the instrument, you get a very full, rich sound. The buzuki can play standard, regular, old-fashioned scales, just like you're used to. You get a different sound when you play music with a different scale. When I was an undergraduate in college, they called those Hungarian minors. Well, they're not actually from Hungary, and they're actually not necessarily from Greece, but from the Middle East and from the Far East all the way down into India, the scale is used that has 2 of those big skips in it. It's called an augmented second, and that gives it a peculiar sound, and one that I at least like a lot. Let me give you an example of how that might sound. Now this buzuki is a little different from the standard one in Greece. In Greece, it's sort of a pear-shaped instrument with a rounded back, and you can tell this one has a flat back to it. Much easier to make, much cheaper to buy. That's how I have a flat back buzuki rather than a round back buzuki. Now, this particular style of buzuki has become very, very popular among Irish musicians, many of whom will take and tune it as if it were a guitar and play it in the same sort of a style that a guitar player would, rather than a style more like the buzuki. It's a fun instrument. It's a great sound. Probably not going to see too many of them in your life, but when you do, say opa and have some fun.